welcome to Ma and Pa's place. I am Pa Silicone for those that are new to the channel, and this is
Pa Silicone.
And we're about to go and give Klaus a bath and get him in his pajamas, and then over time we will bath the others, and then we will join all those videos together and make one large video. So sit back, because this is going to be a long one. Let's go. Okay, so we're in the room, and oh look, here's our sick patient here. There's Charlie over there and Starlet over here. Their definitive hair was lifting, so I had to get Christina from Baby Clone to do a video for me to show me how to fix it, and she showed me that I had to inject glue under the skin and re-glue it down to fix them. And they're wearing these pressure bandages in the hope that soon the glue will dry and the bubbles will just stick down and problem solved. So they're having a sick day. That's why they're not getting their baths yet, because we're waiting for their glue to set. And they're sitting up in bed having juice and ice cream. So yes, look at this lot over here. Or having his ice cream, which is melted now, so it's ice cream soup, isn't it, Pa?
It is now.
So there they are. Look at this happy chap. Look, he couldn't be so happy watching shows. TV behind us, sorry about that. They're watching the Behringer Bears. This guy here is getting his bath today. These two will probably get their bath tomorrow. And then we'll do the two babies. The other one's sitting over here. Look, Queen Muck of Turd Island. Sitting there with some melted ice cream and a juice and a bunny. Some chocky bickies. You got it made, girl. Sitting up there in your sister's crib. All right, guys. We're going to get this started. Let's go. Okay, there he is laid out on the change table. He's a big boy. He barely fits. He will be getting a clean diaper. These diapers are new to Australia. They're by Kitty Care. They're really cool. And he's going to be putting on some spot pajamas after his bath. I've got to go get him some different socks. So I'll have to give him some different socks, because Spider-Man's not going to match. And we will strip him down. Other things that we're going to need is obviously some baby powder, which is pure cornstarch, a brush for his hair, powder brush to powder him. Oh, and the most important part, cotton tips. You need those to get the water out of the nooks and crannies. Isn't that right, mate? Especially inside the mouth. So give us a second to strip this guy down, because we don't want to get flagged. Get him into the bath so all of his lovelies are covered. And we're going to have a lovely bath, aren't we? We're going to get some jammies on. We're going to feel all fresh, not sticky. Okay, guys, we're back in a moment. Okay, here we are. This boat seems to capsize, I think. I don't know what's going on with your boat, dude. But you can put water in this one. And it spins. And this door opens. I don't know what for though, or where you're supposed to pour the water. Oh, I see. And it falls open there. Oh, anyway, here we are. He's in his bath, he's in his seat. And I'm just going to quickly start wetting him down. It's a good thing there's bars here.
Yeah.
So I don't fall in myself, because my balance is crap these days. He's got his teething necklace on, but he's also wearing one of the little crosses. His dad gave him that, and he's not taking it off. He says, no, that's mine. It would have been nice to take it off though while you're in the butt. We might, you know what, dude? We are going to take it off because it's going to be a pain in the butt when we try to dry you later, and it's going to get all wet and yucky, and you don't want that. So we're just going to hang it up to dry now that it's wet. We should have just taken it off. Should have known better, shouldn't we? But there you go, that's life, isn't it? Is that life? And I'm going to use the, hold that, I'm going to use the cup. It's a lot faster than mucking about. I like to wash the hair, put conditioner and stuff in it, and then let it soak. And if I'm using like a hair stuff for the babies, and it's a 2-in-1, I still just leave it in. And I'm just checking for knots and things. You know, when you wet his hair, it disappears. You notice that? Look at that.
Yeah.
If you wet it, and he looks like he's got no hair at all. That is bizarre. Now I'm just going to wash his face just gently. I'm not going to a lot of trouble with that. But there we go. Alright, so we're going to leave him. Oh, I've got to go stand up. It's hard work. Get some toys up here. They're all floating down the other end of the bath. All your boats. They're all just sailing away. So there's some toys. While he's doing that, I'm going to find... I do have this in the bath at the moment. And it's a gentle... it's a body wash and a shampoo, which I could use. And I'm not sure whether I want to use that or... yeah. I don't think the one I want is here. I do have the Johnson's, and that's the one I normally use. So which one, Pa? This one or the Johnson's?
Oh, you said you wanted to know what that one's
All
like.
right, so let's try this one. A couple of squirts, that'll do him. And what I want to do is I want to get this in his hair, and I want to leave it in. And he's got bloody something. My air conditioners, I've got to get clean. They're blowing out this crap, and it's getting in their hair. Alright. It doesn't really soap up, which is surprising. I don't know if that's a good thing. I suppose with kids it is, because you don't want to get soap in their eyes, do you?
No. No, that doesn't feel good.
No, it doesn't. But I'm going to put this in his hair, and we're going to let him play. And then... you should see it's stuck down. It's not really sticking down, is it? You're leaning backwards on me. Oh, see that? He's leaning backwards.
Why isn't that sticking
It's
down?
not sticking down. That's not a good thing.
No.
Okay, now I'm staring in the bath part. Where's the damn face washer gone? It's sunk to the
You
bottom.
just had it.
There it is.
Oh, there it is.
What I'm going to do now, I can just bring this out a bit. Because this is a body wash as well, we're going to give him a wash. And we're going to wash him down. Oh, fingers. Because they do get dusty. They do get kind of sticky. That stickiness that your dolls get is actually the oil that's in the silicone. And sticky babies is that oil coming out. It's like, technically it's like saying, yes, my doll can sweat. And they're sweating out oil. Cheap Chinese dolls from China, they're worse. way worse. I'm not overly going to rinse him off because we do pull the plug in the bath and we put the shower on him and he gets a good rinse, doesn't he?
Yep.
So we're going to do that in a moment. So we're going to stop for a second, let him have a play and a sit and let this soak into his hair. So it's really conditioning it. Give my back a bit of a break. Get towels ready. Rinse. Get him out of here.
Yeah.
So we'll be back. Alright. Just got to pull that plug. Let that water drain out. Make sure it's just the right temperature. And as soon as that goes... Gosh, it's hot in here.
Yes, it is.
We need to get a fan in here. It's hot. And we're just going to rinse them off this way because it's so much easier. These little plastic chairs are just fantastic. And
They're even better when they stick down.
these, well, this one's just in the wrong spot really. It should have been in the middle of the bath. This is a very small bath though. And then we'll just rinse out his hair. Like so. And rinse it really good. You don't want to leave any soap behind. Oh gosh, I can't wait to get into the shower myself now.
Yeah.
Like I'm so sweaty. It was 101.9 degrees here today. That's Fahrenheit.
Looks like he's still got soap in his hair.
No, that's just his hair, look.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
And he's got this black stuff. And it's bloody annoying because I know it's out of those air conditioners. Blows all around the room. Alright, dude. Let's give you a rinse. You're done. Turn off the hot first. Turn off the cold. Turn it off there. Right, now, I'm going to... give me the towel, Pa. And get the sweat off my head. And he's got his dinosaur towel. He's the dinosaur boy. And I'm just going to... hope that water's out of the bath by now.
It should be.
Because I want to drape this over his head. Like so. Unclip him from here. Like so. And we'll cut there because he's rude and nudies. Okay, here he is. He's out of his bath. And I'm just going to pat dry his face. We'll get into all of his nooks and crannies later. At the moment, I'm just trying to... We're in the most haunted room and something just moved around my feet. Boy, have I had some experiences in this room, haven't I, Pa?
Yep.
We've had people walk through and go out the back door. We've had people perv on you while you sit on the toilet. That's not a good experience.
No, it's not.
A little boy cries in the bathroom. A grinner, and I call it the grinner because it has a smile that goes from this temple to this temple, was bent over like this, looking at me like that, and grinning as I was getting some pants out of the basket for summer, the old summer rain. And I thought it was you that walked in the room because it came from that direction that walked down, and I was down here. And I thought it was Pa, and it wasn't.
If it was me, I would have
It
answered
was
you.
the most realistic, like, full thing. Like, it was there. It was like a real person. But as soon as I screamed at it, it disappeared. Oh, I swear I want to borrow your towel. Thank you. Yeah, it was like the realest thing I'd ever seen. Like, it was just like you couldn't see through it. It was solid. Put it that way.
Wow.
Black hair, wrinkly skin. But the bluest eyes I'd ever saw. Piercing, spooky blue eyes. And this flippin' grin that went from here to here, and very short, curly black hair, but extremely short. And it was weird because you couldn't tell if it was male or female. It looked like both. So it was very hard to tell what it was. It looked like a den mother that I once had, who wasn't very nice, and I swear she probably died, went to hell and come and haunted me. But anyway, let's not go there.
Yeah. We've got enough hauntings without her.
It was the scariest thing that's happened to me in this house. And your hair is knotty. We're going to have to put some no more tangles in his hair. So we're going to need, I think it's in the girls' toilet bathroom cupboard thing. Me doodle. Yes. I'm going to take a break for a minute. I am exhausted and my bones are hurting. I get so tired these days, and I can't go out without my either walker, wheelchair or a stroller. I have to be pushing something to walk, don't I?
Yeah.
I can't walk on my own. I have no balance, and I kind of walk like a penguin now because my hips are so bad. And if I know we're going to be out for a big day, we have to bust out puff valves to get the wheelchair into the car. That is a heavy wheelchair.
Yeah.
I need to get another one. The one I need to get, it literally turns on a dime. And I'm hoping it's a lot lighter. I'm giving him a chance to soak up all the water off his body onto the towels. I mean, he's quite kind of, well, he's not sticky, but they become a bit sort of, he needs powder.
Yeah.
You know, it just feels weird.
Well, he looks a lot cleaner.
Yeah, well, it's funny. They sweat and they get like the dust on them and stuff. This is a horrible dusty house. It's
Yeah.
shocking. But, and he's so soft. You can tell where he's been sitting like that for too long. I don't know whether that's in his chair or not, but it's caused him to have creases here. He's got the most cutest little toes. I love this guy. He looks like Pa. He's a dead ringer for you at what, about age 2. I think he's a dead. We have a lot of babies that look like Pa. You know, this is the house of Pa.
House of Pa?
That's what we should call it.
God.
Call it the house of Pa. Now, while you're doing that, I'm just going to get some Q-tips here. These things, because these are essential when you've got these kind of babies, because he has very deep nostrils and you don't want water trapped up his nostrils, because mildew will grow wherever there's water.
Yeah.
Or moisture, I should say. And in this hot house, yeah, mold would grow quite easily. And I particularly do not use any kind of lubricants in the mouth. I did that with my Kelowna, and she ended up with black mold. Because I was like everybody else, followed the trends, listened to the idiots that said, oh, you use water-based lubricant, rah, rah, rah. Maricel's a bad one for that. She pushes the water-based lubricant, doesn't she?
Mm-hmm.
And then goes, oh, well, it's never happened to me. And I'm like, well, take your dolls out of the boxes that you've stored in your daughter's spare bedroom and check inside their mouth with a magnifying glass and a torch and see how wrong you just might be. She wouldn't bloody know if her dolls had mold.
No, she never
She
has
a
them out.
couple out that's ever what takes her fancy at the time.
Yeah.
Gosh, I'm sweating. And I've got an air conditioner right behind my head. Can't regulate my body heat, and I hate it. But she does. She takes a couple out, whichever takes a fancy at the time, whatever, and then puts the rest in drawers or in those storage buckets.
Yeah.
And takes them to her daughter's house and packs them in the spare room. So what we're doing here, and you can get in closer if you want, Pa. We're getting down deep inside his mouth, and if you look here closely, he has a tongue. So you must get up under that tongue. Can you see in there, Pa? Get my fingers out of the way. See, he's got a tongue. So you got to lift that tongue and get up underneath. And then go right to the back of his throat. And feel that is wet. And it wasn't too wet, so you know I don't have to go twice. If it was soaking wet, I would go again.
Yeah.
But no. So what we're going to do now is we're going to powder him. So what we might do, I've got to try and keep his, his lovelies covered.
His unmentionables.
Yes. So we'll powder what we can. And then we'll put a diaper on him, kind of go from there. But we are doing our best to keep his unmentionables covered. Because he said they're mine and you're not seeing them, so there. And that's right, mate. It's your body and let nobody see it.
That's right.
I used to always tell my kids that anything makes you feel icky in the stomach, then you know it's wrong.
Yep.
And you tell that person to go away and you're going to dob on them.
Mm-hmm.
And I taught my kids it's okay to be a dobber as long as who you're dobbing on is really doing something bad.
Yeah.
And you're not just dobbing on somebody for the sake of dobbing on them. You're not being a Kevin or a Karen.
Yeah.
You know me. I can't stand Karens. Or I just want to get the baseball bat out when I see a Karen. Don't want Karens.
The thing that gets me about them is they think that they're never wrong.
Yes. And haven't we met a few of those over the coming years?
Yep.
Like, we have been screwed over by so many people. And the sad thing is that they honestly think that they're the ones that were in the right.
Yeah.
Like I'm just going to take your, $27,000 doll and destroy it and then justify that I was in my rights to do that.
Yeah.
And, when it's all said and done and the police have proved me to be wrong and proved, her to be, well, I'm talking about her, I should say, proved her to be wrong. And they proved that everything I said was true. They checked out all my story. They checked out what really happened to my kids. They informed me that I'd have Buckley's and no hope of ever finding the ones that were taken and could possibly be alive. They just said, you're just never going to find them. All that good stuff. And she bragged and bullshitted to everybody. Oh, well, if she gets the doll back, of course I'll pay her back the money that I owe her. Sweetheart, if you're watching this, I'm still in waiting. So, put your money where your mouth is, bitch, and pay up.
Yeah.
Because that's just freaking wrong. I call it as I see it, and Naomi Johnson, you're a thief. You're a liar, and you're a scalp thief as well.
Well, see,
she's a con artist.
And whether or not you get the doll back is irrelevant. She owes you money.
Yeah, and she pulls the Catholic card of, but I'm a Catholic.
Big
well,
deal.
honey, no priest has the right to forgive your sins. Only God can forgive your sins. So the way I see it, excuse my language, when you die, you're fucked. Because God knows what you did. And you're going to pay for that.
And that's with a capital
And that's
F.
why I sit back and I laugh, because I know God's on my side. And God will see justice. You know, like, do I think that she has the dignity to pay me back what she owes me? No. She's too much of a thief. Absolutely too much of a thief. You know, I was always nice to her. I never said a damn thing to her until she wrote to me one day and just went on and on and on and on and on, calling me names and saying bullshit about me, making up fucking stories about me that wasn't even me. And the police proved I do have a twin sister. And it was her. You know, all those photos and whatnot were her.
Well, she might be dancing now, but later on she's going to be paying the fiddler
That's right.
big time.
Yep. And that's it. And that's what's going to happen. She can laugh now, but she's going to be dancing with the devil when she dies.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and he's just going to... He's got to love her. And her little partner.
Yeah.
Cindy Lee Everton. Another one. Scamming freaking liar. Freaking nut job bloody stalker. You know, on her ranting bender. And for what? What was that shit going to prove other than that you were a nut job?
Yeah.
Everyone that saw the shit she was pulling and writing were all writing to me saying, you know, is she on ice or meth?
Yeah.
Because they all thought she was either a drug junkie thing, whatever, or they thought she was mentally deranged. So we sat back and laughed. It was a big joke. And I thought, honestly, honey, I feel sorry for you because you made yourself look pathetic.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to get Parter cut for a moment because we're going to roll this boy over so he can do his back. Then I'll get a diaper on him and then we'll come back.
Okay, be back in a second, people.
Okay, so we're back. We're all powdered and just trying to get his bum changed. Get this coverings on so that we're a little bit on the dignified side. I love these diapers, I really do. They're so cute, aren't they? Okay. Now. Oh, Pa! Will you stop farting? Oh my God, hang on, I gotta put the fan on.
The air conditioner's blowing it away.
Yeah, well, I'm getting some extra help here. Good Lord. I hope everyone out there didn't hear that grumble coming out of his bum.
That was my stomach. I'm hungry.
It was not. That was your butthole. That's disgusting. Keep those things for the bathroom.
Well, I would, but I'm filming.
Well, you know, say, hang on a second, we've got to stop the camera and then leave the room. Knowing you wouldn't do that. You'd probably start farting all the way back out the door. Your bum would be grumbling all the way out. You're disgusting.
Did you smell
Are
anything?
you filming his kneecap?
Yes.
Why are you filming his kneecap?
I'm filming you putting clothes on.
Yeah, well, I'm talking, so I'm up here.
Oh, okay.
It's supposed to be following me around. Then if I go down now to do his foot, you pan down to his foot. But as I say something, you pan... Oh, God. See what I've got to live with? Some mothers do have them. As they say. That was a good show, you know. I don't know. Did you get that show in the States?
What show?
Some mothers do have them.
Never heard of it.
Oh, it was so good. Frank Spencer was the guy.
The closest thing to that we had was Kids Say the Darndest Things.
No, this was Frank Spencer, and it was an English comedy made in England.
Okay.
And it was about this guy whose mother obviously dropped him on his head when he was born because he was married. He was married to this girl, but he kept doing everything wrong. He was clumsy, he was not the brightest, cookie in the jar, all that sort of thing. And they had a little kitten, and he wore berets. You know what a beret is, French beret. He wore berets all the time. And he'd come in and he would pull these funniest faces ever, and suck his lips together. And his wife would say, "Frank, what is it?" And he goes, I think the pussy did a whoopsie in my beret." I used to crack up at that. It was, but look, you have to see it. Just look up, some mothers do have them. I'm sure it's on YouTube. And watch a couple of episodes because it's quite funny. It's an English comedy, and I think it was from the 60s or 70s. And I used to just love it. I loved it. There was a couple of good comedies that come out of England, and those from England would know this. I reckon some of the best shows were made in England. Coronation Street, God, I love that.
What's that one?
Is
that doctor that runs around town?
No. Coronation Street's a lot older. Coronation Street, it's like the English version of Days of Our Lives, but it's about this street called Coronation Street and all the people that lived in it and the dramas that went on and so on. And funny enough, my favourite character was old Mrs. Sharples. Her name was Mrs. Sharples, and she was this very stern English woman that always bitched and complained about everything and stuck her nose in. I think she had a pug, if I can remember. And she always had her hair in curlers with a hairnet over it. And I don't know, for some reason she used to just make me laugh. And what else was there? Coronation Street. There was Love Thy Neighbour. That was funny. It was about a white guy living on one side and a black guy living on the other side.
Okay.
And they were like best friends but arch enemies at the same time.
Okay.
One would call the other one a honky and the other one would call the other one something else. And, the two wives were the best of friends. Couldn't work out what the men's problem was. But, roll over, darling. I'm going to pull your pants up. But yeah, there was just I can't remember them all. I didn't get to watch TV growing up. I didn't even know what TV was. I caught up on these shows later in life. When somebody said, "Oh, you've got to watch this show, you've got to watch that show," and that's how I learned about them. But there's probably a lot of others that come out of England that I did love. Oh, what was the other one? That one that you and I used to watch. That guy that had that little corner store. And he was really, really money hungry. And he lived with his nephew. Remember? And he was in love with the girl across the road. He was always... I can't think of the name. Anybody remembers what I'm talking about if you're from England? Comment below the name of that show where he had the corner store, lived with his nephew, and he was engaged to the woman across the road with the big boobs. Remember? And he was always saying something rude.
Okay.
To her and stuff, and she lived with her mother.
Are you sure I've seen this show?
Yes, of course you have. He wouldn't let his nephew do anything, and his nephew was a grown-ass man. The show always started with them painting things on the window, the specials and whatnot.
Okay.
And it ended with him taking things in. And I can't think of the name of it right now. We've watched it a few times. I think we looked them up on YouTube, and that's how we knew about them. You know, he later went on to
I'll
do...
probably remember it if I see it again.
Oh, you would.
I mean, that's usually how I remember something, is if I'm reminded.
Yeah. I'll have to
Especially
look
if
it
I'm
up.
not familiar with it.
But like I'm saying, there were some really good shows that come out of England that I liked. Australia, everyone went crazy over Neighbours. It got a bit stupid over time, I think. And so did Home and Away. I loved it when it first started. It was really good with the old crew in it and stuff. But then it just got ridiculous. To me, it got a bit like Days of Our Lives. I gotta cut my nail. It's
Again?
catching, yeah. So there he is. He's in his Jimmy Jams. Aren't they cute?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna... Oh, God, he's heavy. I'll sit him up. So I can pull his shirt down at the back. And then lay him back. And I'm gonna lay him back a little bit. Not so much that his head's way over the edge, but just a little bit. Because it's going to be a lot easier to now... Oh, you feel all lovely and fresh and cozy and you're ready for bed. Yes, that's the best part. You get to go to bed now. And I get to relax. I need to go get some conditioner for his hair. So we'll pause for a moment and I'll go do that. Yeah, watch me and him go for a ride. This is, oh, I should show you what this is. This is Palmolive's Fashion Girl. Oh, well, he won't know the difference. It's a detangling spray for kids. I do need to get a boys one, but I guess they just don't overly make them because they don't expect boys to have long hair that needs to be detangled. But he does, sorry sweetheart, because his hair is extremely knotty.
My hair used to be that way too.
He's got a couple of bits of his hair which are quite long. And unfortunately, I got to just gently tease them out with this brush because I found that everything else just doesn't work when it comes to his hair. And then I just use my fingers to curl it back up once we get the tangles out. Don't we, buddy? And it's a bit of a slower process. I kind of think that he has hair that reminds me of a bloody poodle. Because I used to breed poodles and his hair is exactly the same. It's that same everything, really. It's curly, it's very flimsy, sort of knotty, kind of like sheep's bloody wool. I don't know. I mean, this is obviously animal hair of some kind, like llama or whatever. Mohair, you know, and it's beautiful quality. But I've also learnt over time that the better quality the hair, the more it tangles. I don't know why, but I've noticed that. You know, like if you get a doll that has really shitty hair, it doesn't tangle that much. But this tangles. And
Sounds
it
a
tangles
bit
bad.
backwards.
Well, years. Now, what I'm going to do, see, is I just do this and it fluffs up. And then we get our curls back, don't we, darling? And we just brush back down the bits where we don't want to curl up. Take those bits up and drop them down. Leave that bit there at the back of your head straight, yeah? Or do you want them curled? I don't know. So, what's everyone done this weekend? For those who don't know, it's Sunday here today. I think, what is it? March
2nd.
2nd. March 2nd here. Sunday. Well, it's actually Sunday night, probably Monday morning by now, because knowing us, it's probably after midnight.
Probably.
Because we do everything late.
Yeah.
I think it was nearly 11 before we started, so it definitely would be now Monday morning the 3rd.
Yeah.
By the time you actually see this video, though, it could be like a week from now. We do have Charlie and Starlet's birthdays coming up, so watch out for that, because we're going to have 2 parties in one day. Charlie's in the morning, and then Starlet's in the evening. And she's having a princess unicorn party, and he's having a Blues Clues party. And do you want to say, everybody, hello, I'm done?
There he is.
So don't I look smashingly handsome?
There is my boy.
Isn't he gorgeous?
Yes, he is.
Well, look at him in this yellow. Like, come on, who doesn't love yellow? I do. Favorite colour? I think yellow is smashingly gorgeous. Now I'm just gonna lift him off here. If I can. God, that shoulder hurts. Oh, and drop your legs. Ready, oi! And there he is.
Wow.
Say it. I'm handsome. I'm handsome. And I kill him, mummy. So good. Oh God, I'm gonna drop you. I'm good. I'm good.
Okay. All right.
I just can't dance with him. That hurt. That really hurt. So I'm gonna go sit him back down in his chair,
I don't blame you.
and then we're gonna get these kids into bed. So off you go.
Okay.
You're supposed to be filming, not turning it off. So, Pa, you turned it off.
Sorry. It was only for a minute. No, nobody missed anything.
Okay, so what did we do with the dinosaur?
Down here.
One dinosaur.
There we go.
I'd like to find you a spot. I think I have a spot somewhere. I think.
In case you didn't hear it, as Ma walked into the room, she was saying that everybody's nursing some melted ice cream.
Yes, I think their ice cream can go out now. They did have Napoleon, ew, yuck. So, oh, look at him in his gym jams. Isn't he just so handsome?
Yes, he is.
What a cutie. I don't know how. I don't know whether they're supposed to be up there or down here. Might pull them. I don't want to pull them too far down because they look awkward, but maybe about there. Oh, he looks lovely. Alright, so what we're going to do now. Let me just have a quick sticky beat and Wyatt's cob. Because I like to match him up with toys. And Wyatt has a little dog. We'll steal it for 5 minutes. Here, borrow this for your brother. Just that way you know you've got it. We'll put your dinosaur back in your bed and look. You can. I've got a spot. Now, isn't that cute?
That is cute.
That is cute. A spot with his spot. Yeah. All right. So we will, as I said, we'll be doing the 2 girls probably next. Then we'll do the 2 babies. And then we'll do these 2 over here one at a time before their birthdays. And I don't have long because their birthday's on the 13th. So I've got 10 days to get everybody bathed, dressed, ready, parties planned. Yeah, good luck with that.
Got a lot to do and very little time to do it.
Exactly. I suppose you're going to want a yellow pacifier now, right? God. All right, well, I'm going to go find a new pacifier. These kids are going to go to bed because it's way past their bedtime and I'm done. I need to go and have a shower.
Yeah, me too.
Put the air conditioner back on in here and go to bed. Oh, you turn it off and it gets so hot so quickly. And ill. I'm going to take that from you, spill that on my bed. And Pa can, you can gather up the dishes.
Okay.
I'll leave you with that.
Alright.
And I'll take this. Thank you very much, Pa. Thank you for all your help. So gather away. I think he looks stunning, guys. Doesn't he look stunning? All matchy in his little Jimmy Jeps. And he'll stay in that. Who knows how long? Probably till the party at least. You know, then I'll work out what they're going to wear. Or they might have a pajama party. How about that? Shall we have a pajama party? What do you girls think? Because I know everyone's got their jammies out when they have their bath. This is for the girls. They're wearing unicorns and castles. And she's wearing the same. And Starlet has the same. And what's Divinity wearing? Oh, she's got hers on.
Can you put that bowl on top here?
Oh, good Lord. Hang on. Don't you go, you're not going to have, you're not going to drop that.
I won't drop
That won't be good. She was wearing this, but we'll find her something else because she's having a bath. Pa's messy table here. This is what Charlie's going to wear, Blue's Clues. And all the kids have got, oh, you can see it, look, all the kids have got their necklaces on. She's got yellow. And she's got a yellow Jesus pen and a little yellow Jesus, because she's my little sunshine, aren't you, darling? And she has a pink one with Mary and a little pink Jesus. And she's wearing a little, oh, where'd it go? This is a tricky one, isn't it? She's wearing a little pink one because she's my little cupcake. He's not wearing one, he's too young. He does have a green one. We'll go put that back on him as soon as it dries. Starlet, what colour's yours, sweetheart? Let's sit down and, oh, see how you're doing. We had to fix up this side and she had a bubble up here on the top of her head that we're trying to put some pressure on. But we don't think that one's worked and we might have to get some more glue and it's very expensive. But what colour's your one? Purple. Because she loves purple. So she's got a purple cross. And she has a purple pen with Mary. A little purple Jesus. Don't you? You got some Ribena in there. Which is a cranberry, I think. Cranberry juice. No, it's not. It's a Ribena berry. I think let me got it wrong, didn't I? Yes. She, of course, doesn't have one either because he's too little. And Mr. Charlie, over here, he's just wearing one of these stretchy things. Because we already did his, and his was on one of the sides here. And at the moment, I can't feel much, but we'll soon see. He's got blue. He's got a blue Jesus. And Jesus on his blue pen. And he's got a little blue. See if I can get my hand on that. There, he's got a beautiful blue one. So that's his, and he's got his bed dog. And he's busting for a shower, aren't you, darling? I know, says Mum. I do have, quickly go out here. This is my messy hallway where I keep everything. I do have a ton of bags made up with crosses, Jesus, pens and stuff, and these I'll be giving out, and I've got a big stack of them in there as well. These I will be giving out to those that send us cards and happy mail and stuff, and I'll be sending them back. This is a box that I'm doing for my friend Jennifer again. I'm sending her this one. She wanted a yellow cross and she's got a white pen and a little yellow Jesus. I'm also sending her a little Kookaburra bookmark put in a little postcard for her, and it's got the Aussie gentleman, and there are all the little slang sayings like what g'day means, what he's little ripper, fair income, just tells them what those things mean. And I'm sending her this gorgeous yellow pacifier, which, hang on a second, can you hold that for a second?
Yeah.
So I can't do that and hold this. I'm sending her this. It's a pacifier holder, but in it has a pacifier. So I'm sending her that, and I'll be also sending her some Aussie snacks to try. So, like yummy Cadbury's chocolate stuff. What do you think, Pa?
Sounds good
And some
to me.
cheese and Vegemite Vickies, if I can fit them in, because her box is quite small. Because postage is extremely expensive.
It is here.
So I can only send her what I can fit into this small box. So, and I definitely promised her I was going to send her over some yummy stuff for her and her partner to try. And I'm sending it over in this gorgeous, this is May Gibbs, the Gumnut Babies pattern. So I'm sending it over in this cute box. And that's the sort of thing I will do similar for when people send us cards or send us Happy Mail. You send us Happy Mail, you'll get a small little Happy Mail gift back as a thank you. If you send us a card, you'll get a beautiful little Jesus cross and stuff. So, and we always normally list, don't we, our address at the bottom of these videos. I'm going to go have a shower. I want to put the kids to bed and go and have a shower. I am so hot, and it is 1:30 in the morning. Yes. So, on that note, it is goodbye from me, Pa Silicone.
And goodbye from me, Pa Silicone.
Yes. That music. Look, that's gorgeous. That's on my TV at the moment. Isn't that stunning? But yes, so that's it. Good night, everybody. Thanks for watching. Keep watching, though. This video hasn't ended. It continues. The next exciting saga of, I don't know, I might post this one, seems it was a bit long, and then I'll post the next one as we bath the next two and whatever. So the next video will be the bathing of the twin girls. Ready for a hair wash, girls? Overdue for one, aren't you? Get that beautiful hair washed. Yeah, get a scrub and a dub and a dub in the tub. And it'd be cute because they go in the bathtub together, don't they? They look so cute sitting there playing. Do you feel clean, Klaus? I bet you do. You look so clean. His eyes even look glistery. And I know you two darlings are waiting. I'm sorry. All right, we're going, guys. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Remember, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Hit the notification button, press all, because then you'll see when we post again. And all of that good stuff. Like I said, things will slowly get up and running. We don't film unless we've really got a reason to. It's been so hot and boring that there's been no reason to. So, but yeah, like, subscribe, share with your friends, get this channel to grow. That'd be lovely. And we're just here to have some fun. That's all it is.
Yep.
And spread the love of Jesus.
Absolutely.
So, if you can do something today for somebody else, please go out of your way to do so, because that is God answering their prayer through you. And until next time, God bless. Bye for now.
Bye, everybody.